Hello Virgo, my name is Nigel and you have found Alchemy. Welcome to your October 2024 reading. Let's get started right away. You've pulled the card Mercury, which is a number 3 in this Alchemy deck. We know that Mercury does rule Gemini and Virgo. And it signals, messages, could be trickster energy as well. In this deck, this card indicates anything is possible. So prepare for the unexpected. It could represent deals, contracts, calls, messages. What else? Sorry about that. That's my dog, and she's very, very old, and she likes to growl. She doesn't hear well. She doesn't hear at all. She doesn't see well. And her way of communicating is to growl at everything that walks by. So once again, let's get back into this. There may be trickster energy afoot, but then again, this is your energy. It's your ruling energy, Virgo. So you may feel very comfortable in this energy. Let's see. We're going to piece everything together. But I really enjoy that you got your own planetary energy here. Now, when we move on to these oracle cards here, we have the energy that I hate because I can never pick them up. Okay, we have these two energies. So we have the you. Here we have you trying to accomplish something by a means that is just not working, and you walking away from that thing. Now, it does indicate a relationship, but it doesn't have to be. This could be you walking away from a job, you walking away from a way of thinking, you walking away from it doesn't look romantic in nature to me, but it may be romantic in nature for some of you. It is you walking away from something that just simply doesn't work, right? What is he doing? He did create this thing, and it's beautiful to look at, but it certainly doesn't keep him warm, and he really is attempting to be kept warm there. So there may be something that you're doing or something that you have done that just simply isn't working the way you thought it would, the way you were told it was going to. You're feeling as though you want to walk away. There is definitely walking away energy here. Now, as we move on into this, we have the Cleopatra energy. And you know, Cleopatra, we all know, is the Egyptian goddess that, you know, we all know. She was actually a ruler of Egypt, right? She's one of the most well-known rulers of Egypt. She claimed to be the goddess Isis incarnate. Her karmic ties to both Mark Antony and Julius Caesar have been the subject of many stories and movies. And pulling this card usually announces that karmic influences are affecting you this month. There's some sort of karmic activity going on. Also, as a side note, one of the stories anyway is that she died by means of inviting an Egyptian asp, which is a snake, to bite her. So she welcomed death. I mean, that's only a story. I don't know if it's true, but there is that. And in this book that comes with these cards, it is mentioned. So I just thought I would mention that to you because it might have bearing. So, right, and it's and it is right next to the snake spirit. So there is the spirit of the snake is apparently a thing here. We have number 55, snake, a time to heal. Snake spirit. It is linked to the Scorpio sign. It is a symbol of growth. It is a symbol of shedding something, rebirth, you know. So it is, yeah, it's right next to Cleopatra. So the snake it has bearing on this reading. You shedding a skin, perhaps you dealing with a snake. I'm not really feeling that, but you don't know. And look, I'm really glad that I shuffle these cards and lay them out right in front of you, Virgo, because you pulled Virgo twice. And you can always slow down the shuffle, by the way, with that gear shift. You could slow it down to a really slow pace. So you could really see them fall out if you're curious. But man, you pulled Virgo twice. It's unbelievable, but this is your reading, right? It says, be practical, realistic, and cautious. Keep your eyes on the stars, but don't forget to keep your feet on the ground. It helps you align with the energy of the the sign Virgo, right? Noted for their strong analytical and perfectionist nature, Virgo. Okay, so you are stepping into your own power this month. I mean, it's clear. It's here twice. It's very, very clear that your analytical nature is going to serve you well this month. Now let's keep going. You pulled two of these cards, which is a rarity. You have one that says deluge and one that says reincarnation. And you know, it's funny, the snake is a form, like if you look it up on the internet, snake symbolism, a few times they do mention that it does represent reincarnation, right? To reincarnate. So reincarnation is here on the table. We also mentioned karmic ties. You may be dealing with someone, or you may come to deal with someone who has a karmic tie from a past life. It's not always pleasant. Sometimes they're wonderful. But keep that in mind, because that has been mentioned more than once already. You do have deluge, which is you, like... A deluge is a flood, right? But it's also something that's incoming. It doesn't have to be negative. It could be a flood of emotion. It could be a flood of information, especially with that Mercury card. It could be a flood of something positive. It could be a flood of something negative. I don't see a lot of negative cards here, Virgo, so I'm going to stick with the positive side of this until I am shown something else. But it is, the deluge is a sudden influx of something. Pay attention to people, places, and things that seem familiar to you this month. You do have good cheer, and at some point this month you may be lacking good cheer. And it's not the bulk of the month, but when these cards come in the upright, it does mean that you're going to have to look for this. You're going to have to put energy into finding good cheer. Now, that could be that you're just sort of focused on something that's quite serious, and Spirit is trying to tell you, at least for part of the month, to try to lighten up a little bit and find some good cheer. You could have razor sharp focus this month on something in particular. It does say saving money, so it looks like that is on your mind. It doesn't have to necessarily be saving your pennies, but you could be trying to make more money, save more money. Maybe you're thinking about your retirement. Maybe you're thinking about your long-term goals and where that's going to leave you. And, you know, right next to the compass card, that certainly makes sense, doesn't it? You have the compass card in the upright, number 50 in this deck. Maybe entering, you may be entering uncharted waters here. But with this card in the upright, you're being guided true north. If you feel lost temporarily at any point this month, Spirit is telling you it is truly a temporary feeling, to trust the process, because you're on the right track. This is in the upright. You have growth here, and this further cements what I'm saying about your month. It says expect good money flow, a raise, or a new job offer. You're getting some kind of gift here from the universe. Now, this, you have pulled the legal card. It says court, paperwork filed. You could be dealing with some aspect of the law for sure. If you're in court with someone, expect a very good outcome. It doesn't necessarily have to mean court. It could just mean contracts, paperwork, things like that. But whatever it is, it's positive, and it looks like you're definitely going to be experiencing something positive this month. I did say that before. I said, let's not dwell on the negative. And I do believe that it looks like it's going to be positive for you. Now, here's your second Virgo card that you pulled, number 6 in this deck. I mean, Virgo, this is definitely your reading. I mean, there's just no mistaking it. And you also pulled Cancer and Mars. Now, Cancer is nurturing, sensitive, and caring, and Mars is competition, action, and willpower. Divinely, like feminine and divinely masculine. Two opposite ends of the spectrum. Now, let's look at this for a second. In October, right, we have a few things going on. We have I don't even know where to start. All right, so we have on October 24th, we have Mars in Cancer, sextile Uranus and Taurus, and it's a breakthrough day. So on October 24th, expect some kind of breakthrough. It really looks promising. I don't know whether you're expecting to hear something, or expecting news about a legal situation, expecting news about a contract. Maybe you're expecting to try to make a decision here about whether to walk away from one thing and straight into another. But on October 24th, it looks as though something good is going to happen. It's a solution day. It's definitely a solution day if you are experiencing any problems. Now, interestingly enough, right, we have on September 4th, through November 3rd. We have Mars transiting Cancer, right? And for you, Virgo, you may be on the verge of reaching a personal milestone, a goal. And we talked about this a few times, a long-term milestone, long-term goal. Definitely keep pushing forward. This is the time for it. And for these two cards to come out together with your card, it means it definitely is having an impact. If you've been waiting for a big break, if you've been trying to figure out which direction to take, if you're thinking about your long-term growth, any kind of major turning point, expect that this month, because it really does look like it's going to happen for you. Now let's get into your tarot. You have here Venus, and there's some sort of offer coming in. Venus rules our love and our money, so that could be either or for you here. So let's look at this. I mean, listen, so far I've seen a lot about money here, a lot about job, money, goals, things like that. It looks like some kind of an offer comes in here. Now, you do have the Page of Cups, which is Moon in Cancer. An offer is made, right? It may be a good idea to study what's behind it, especially with everything we said about a little bit of a trickster energy. But with all these Virgo cards and you being as analytical as you are, I don't think much is going to get past you, right? Because on this side, you see it's more of a straightforward type thing. And on this side, it's a little murky. It's not a huge warning. It's just a warning that if you are signing a contract, if you are considering walking away from one thing into another, to really look at the fine print, look at everything. Because I mean, the energy itself looks really great. And now you have to follow this up. You have the Wheel of Fortune on this side. I mean, this side's a little bit different, right? This is Jupiter energy. The Wheel of Fortune is always Jupiter energy, but on this side of the Wheel of Fortune, there's Mercury involved, because we have the Magician there, and we know the Magician is ruled by Mercury. And you, obviously, we've said it, are ruled by Mercury as well, but Mercury seems to be a big deal in this reading. And the best part of this side of the card is that you are the Magician on this side, and you are in control. There is something going on here that is a turning point in your life, and you are guiding that wheel. You're not a victim to the wheel. You're not surprised by directions. You're not being guided blindly. Not that there's anything wrong with that sometimes, but you are in full control of what is going on here, Virgo, for sure. And now this gives birth to this beautiful energy of gratitude, right? This is Mercury in Cancer. Card of gratitude. You're grateful, and once again alone. And not that you're lonely, but you're alone guiding this situation. This is your situation. This is something you've attained. Right? There is an achievement indicated here, and perhaps this is the start of something, or maybe it's the start of a direction, or it could be the actual achievement itself. It's going to be different for all of you, but is definitely a turning point, a milestone here. Love that for you. Now, as we move into mid-month here, you have the Water card, right? So you might be all up in your feels a little bit. You have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. It might have something to do with a relationship for sure. I mean, I do see more than one thing going on here. This also might be you. If you have a water highly aspected in your chart, you might be leaning on that more mid-month. Before, I have to stop doing this. I get ahead of myself. I just wanted to let you know, I do break down each column. And the first column, which is the beginning of your month, those numbers were broken down to a number 4, which is Uranus, creativity, freedom from the known. Freedom from the known. You're moving into the unknown. What did we say? Uncharted territory. So let's keep that under our hat. Now, actually, when we move into this, we see that you're a little bit more emotional. And when I say that, that doesn't mean you're going to walk around with tears in your eyes. You're just in your feels a little more. And look at these cards. You have 3 major arcana to represent your whole mid-month. And these are 3 powerful cards. They really are. So you have the World. The World, a major life completion. What did we say? Achievement. You're completing something. You're achieving something. This is fixed energy. Leo, Aqua, Taurus, Scorpio, Jupiter energy. Expansion, completion, achievement. Beautiful. And if that's not great enough, let me see if I can move this over a little bit. If that's not great enough, this gives birth to the star. And this is the center of your whole reading. The center of your whole reading is what all the other energy revolves around, and you have chosen the star. Aquarian energy, yes. But more than that, it is healing. It is a wish being granted, and this is the center of your reading. There is some sort of achievement. I'll say it again. There is something you were striving for, something you wanted. You're definitely achieving it. And now this gives birth to this Gemini energy and a decision being made. You have made a decision. You have made a decision with the Lovers. Now, could it be for one or two of you this has something to do with a relationship? Absolutely. It's a general reading. The energy is there, and the energy could apply to your personal life, your romantic life. But I do think for the bulk of you, this has something to do with personal goals. For sure. Beautiful mid-month. Beautiful mid-month. Now with the Ace of Water here, of course it could have something to do with a goal of a relationship that you've had for a long time. Absolutely, especially with the Lovers, and for sure. So let's move on. Before we do that, now let's add that up, right? When we break down the numbers here and we look at it, it is number 8, which is Saturn. This may have been a very long road leading up to all this success. The lessons have been learned. It wasn't easy. It wasn't like you woke up and someone handed you all this. This is something that has been a long time coming, if you know what I mean. Now, as we look at your end of month, you have Mars energy. Mars, hot. And once again, this could be definitely if you look at Venus, Ace of Water, attraction, could easily be a relationship situation. Easily. For others of you, this could easily be a work situation. So I'm going to stick to my guns as far as that's concerned. Now you have the Queen of Pentacles here. Now, this is interesting. Okay. You have the Queen of Pentacles here, and the Queen of Pentacles is Saturn in Capricorn. If you notice, she's facing forward. She could be any earth sign, so Virgo is in there. She could be any sax. She could be a he. So don't get hung up on that. It is the watery side of earth, right? She's stable. She's clear thinking. And that hawk allows her to see things very clearly and from different angles. So we have that, and this gives birth to this Neptune in Pisces energy, this 9 of Cups energy on this side. And as you can see, it's different, right? This is success pure and simple. And we talked about it, right? So this 9 of Cups energy, you are enjoying your achievement, but there's something going on in the background. Someone is trying to get your attention. Now, for some of you, you may be having success on both fronts. You may be having success at work or some personal, this is definitely personal achievement energy. But look in the background there. You see that person trying to get her attention? I don't know if you can see it in the tower there, right? Somebody's trying to get her attention. She doesn't quite see it as of right now. But there is someone trying to get your attention. There could be someone watching your social media from afar. It doesn't feel creepy. It just feels sort of pulled back. Now, this sort of makes sense when you look at the next card. The next card is the King of Cups, but we can't see his face. He's not showing us his face. Sun in Pisces in this deck anyway. Sometimes people will say Sun in Scorpio, but in this deck, he's a Pisces for sure. Doesn't mean that your person has to be a Pisces. I'm just telling you in this deck what it means. Now, he's facing away. Someone may not show their feelings very easily. You may not even realize this person has feelings for you. Or maybe they're afraid to tell you how deeply their feelings run. It's very possible because look at this energy, right? You have someone who has achieved some sort of success with that Queen of Pentacles, someone who is enjoying their success in the middle there. And in the background, someone sort of trying to get her attention, but she's not really paying attention to this guy. And like I said, it doesn't have to be the sexes I just said. It's just easier to go by the pictures. you know. It could be anybody, could be any sex. But I really love this energy because look at this. Now, yes, how easily could this be a relationship? You have Venus, you have water, you have attraction, you have Mars. But we all know Venus rules our money too. So keep an open mind here, Virgo. Could be either, it could be both, honestly. It looks like a really good month, a really lucky month. You have this offer. God, I hate when the cards do that. I'm sure as a Virgo, you understand. But yeah, you have this offer coming in, but it leads to closing out a cycle happily. It's a happy sort of closure, and going into this very calm sort of success. You know, you guiding that wheel of fortune and leading right into getting wish fulfillment. A wish fulfillment, enjoying the fruits of your labor, being very positive, very happy, very grateful, making a decision. But there's something in the background there. I mean, I think it's almost like another gift. I don't feel anything bad coming from this person. This is just someone in the shadows that perhaps is too shy. Maybe they just don't want to tell you how they feel. Maybe they're just watching you from afar. Who knows? It could be a friend that you think is just a friend, but meanwhile they have these feelings they haven't shown yet. And anything like that, but it's nothing bad, okay? It's nothing creepy bad or anything like that. Now, this last column was broken down into a number 9, which rules Mars. Mars rules the number 9, rather. And what is that? What is that? Is that interesting or what? The fact that that breaks down to the same planet, the same energy, confidence, assertiveness, divine masculine energy. Doesn't mean anything, has nothing to do with your genitalia. It has to do with the energy you're exuding. At least on the last leg of your month is divinely masculine. It's very confident. It's hot, very hot. Love it. Okay, so let's look at your warnings. You know, it's so weird. We just talked about someone maybe looking at you, and I didn't really get a creepy energy from it, but here we go. Now, I don't think these warnings are warnings to like, warnings may be very strong. It's just something to be aware of. An awareness, right? Be aware. Be aware that someone is watching you. All right, from afar. It could be from afar, it could be from close up, but there is someone not showing their face here, okay? You have, in your warnings, do we have the Sun in Cancer here, the Chariot? Be aware. These aren't warnings this month. Warnings is just the wrong word. They're awarenesses. Be aware. Be aware that this is a one-way trip. Do you see how he's leaving something? He's leaving something, walking away from something. But you see the road in back of him is falling away. It is a one-way trip. So be aware of that. Be aware that there is no going back. I don't think you're going to want to go back. I just think that it's important to understand that. It's important to understand that. Now here you have the Ten of Pentacles on this side. Now what's fascinating about this, Virgo, is look at his cloak. Do you see the symbolism there on his cloak? It is, believe it or not, the symbols of Venus and Virgo on his cloak. Do you see that? That would be Virgo right there, and then there's Venus. So this card obviously represents Venus and Virgo, but more than that, I just find it fascinating because we talked about Venus here, and this is obviously Virgo. How many times can Virgo come up? I mean, it's just over and over and over again, right? And you see, you may believe, be aware that you may believe that once you attain this goal, you have arrived. You may believe that you have arrived, but the universe is trying to tell you there's more. Believe it or not, there is more. You have actually more. There's more that's going to be coming. You're not finished. Not by a long shot are you finished. Yeah. You're not done. There is someone watching you, and when I say that, I'm saying it with love. There is someone that's admiring you. You are not done. This is not really a 10. This is not really game over. This is a beautiful, beautiful milestone that you have achieved, but it is not the end of the line. There's more good stuff coming. So you have here the Seven of Wands, and once again, look, like, do you notice that he's standing on a stone? And that stone represents an elevation. But if you notice, it's pretty low, right? The low stone is an indication of a slight elevation. So once again, there's more coming. There is more. You have achieved something, no doubt. You should celebrate, no doubt. It's a milestone, definitely. But there's more. There's more coming. There is more coming, and there's more success coming for you. I love that for you. Really nice. Now this column, you're not going to believe it. This column breaks down to a number 6, which is Venus. Venus energy. Again, Venus is a big freaking deal for you in this reading. I got to tell you, Venus, Mars, and Mercury, those 3 planets are very big for you in October. Now, moving ahead to your blessings, you do have spirit guides assisting you, and that is a blessing. So when we talked about there was someplace up here, I don't remember which card it was. Maybe it was the compass card. We were saying that there may be, at some point this month, you may feel lost. You may feel like you lack direction. You have spirit here on your side guiding you, so don't worry. You're not lost at any point this month. You're not truly lost. You have these cards here. You have the 6 of Pentacles, right? And you have every single element and planet on his cloak. This could be Libra or Taurus. Excuse me. This is Venus in Taurus energy. Yeah. This is Venus in Taurus energy. This is you. Now, these are blessings. This is you sharing your abundance with others. Perhaps somebody sharing their abundance with you. I really do think you're going to have abundance. So I do think one of the blessings that's going to come with this is you're going to be able to share that with someone else or other people, perhaps people in your family, perhaps a charity. I don't know what it is, but you're going to be able to give to something that you have always wanted to give to, or that you feel like it would bring you happiness. Right? And this gives birth to this Knight of Swords energy. And the Knight of Swords definitely puts his thoughts before his emotions. And in this way, at least for work, it is a very important thing that you remain calm that way, because it makes you forge ahead. And when you get on that horse and you forge ahead with all that logic on your side, it gives birth to this Empress energy. She's known for abundance in all ways, Libra or Taurus, depending on what book you read. But she is, she's fertility personified. She's fertility. She's abundance. You've attained something. Whether you're male or female, you end up. Your last stop here this month is the Empress. And the Empress is all things abundant. Could be love. Could be money, could be goals. In my opinion, for many, many, many of you, it's both. It is definitely both. Yeah, because no matter how you look at it, I see both in this reading. This is such a great reading. Now over here, this breaks. You're not going to believe this, but I'm telling you, when you add the numbers up and then you break them down to a single digit, this column breaks down to a 9. And guess what planet that is? We talked about this already. Mars. Mars. Okay, Mars is a big deal. That assertive, confident energy is a big deal. Yeah, you got Mars here. We brought up Mars many, many times. Mars, I'm telling you. So far, I only have one reading left in this series after this, and you're the only one that has those three planets that are highly, highly aspected in your reading. So let's pull a few cards here. Let's clarify just a little. Give me the beginning of the month here. You have ring. A marriage will take place, either romantic or business. What did I say? What did I say? There is an offer here. Yep, an offer. Show me mid-month, please, for Virgo. You have a bridge, successfully overcoming a problem. Yeah, I would say so. Look at all those major arcana you have. Damn. Give me one more for the end of the month here for Virgo, please. You have, well, it says family wishes come true. Maybe that is, maybe it has something to do with your family. Maybe you're helping someone in your family. Maybe you're helping your family. Maybe you have a family that you're caring for. There is family wishes coming true as a result of this milestone that you reach. You have yoke here, and it says feeling tied down or frustrated. You may feel, this is in your warnings, you may feel tied down or frustrated part of the month, but believe me, that is temporary energy. Show me the blessings here. You have scissors. It says disappointment in some affair. And do you see the scissors? Remember when I said, and it is a blessing. Remember when I said you might be walking away from something? And I know that there is something else. Oh yeah, right here. Right? You're leaving something behind. You're snip, snip. Snip, snip. You know, bye-bye, bitch. You're leaving something behind, and you're definitely heading towards something amazing. Your energy is all over this reading without me even looking for it, with between Mercury mentioned so many times and Virgo mentioned so many times. Wow. I mean, even that Lover's card has the symbol of Mercury on it, right? Pretty amazing. Too many cards, Spirit. Too many cards. Let's try one more. For Virgo, please. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. There you are. What did I say about the Magician? What did I say about the Magician? Where is it? Where is it? Here it is. May I say? What did I say? That is Mercury energy. That is you. And what is right over your head, my friend? A snake. Shedding a skin. God, you couldn't ask for more perfect energy. It's absolutely you. It's absolutely you. Give me for Virgo, please. For Virgo. Virgo, you have volcano power. This is that confident energy that we were talking about, right? It's that highly confident Mars energy that we're talking about. And at the bottom it says, well, completion. Yep. You are completing something. The last puzzle piece is on the table. Okay, so your lucky numbers for this month are 3, 55, 6, 1, 4, 9, and 25. We obviously mentioned the planets Mercury, Mars, Venus, and what was the other one? Mercury, Mars, Venus. Yes, Mercury, Mars, and Venus. The most. It was unbelievable amount. You mentioned the number 3 and the number 9. The number 3, when the number 3 is present 3 or more times in like a tarot reading, there's definite growth, productivity, and abundance. We mentioned that with the Empress and everything else, right? And because the number 9 was mentioned a lot, it sort of goes with what I told you, right? Number 10 is completion. There's more. You have more. There's more coming. There is more coming. You're a 9, not a 10. And that's not a bad thing. You've accomplished something, and now you're going to accomplish something more, and it's very close. It's not like years and years from now. Something good is coming your way, even though something great has already come your way or will come your way this month. I love your reading. Beautiful, beautiful energy. If you haven't already, just make it a point to listen to your birthday reading. That's good for 1 year. And I will see you next time, Virgo. Have a happy, happy Samhain.